How you doing? I'm Peter Mullan, and next to me off camera is one Mr. David McKay. He's going to be providing the atmosphere. Go.
David,
the atmosphere. Right, hold on. So, a bit more smoke. Okay, so, right, come in closer, come in. Okay, so keep giving me the atmosphere. So it's 1988, it's a big football match. I was there, I was 27. I was with David McKay, he was 21. Davy Anderson, who was 103 at the time. So we're all playing football. We were playing against the Lisbon Lions, right? And you've got Tommy Gemmell, John Clark, Jimmy Johnson, and nutmeg Jimmy Johnson. It was accidental. It was accidental, but I did nutmeg him. And as I ran past him, he said the words, "You dirty wee bastard." And I have them tattooed on my arse because I was so fucking blown away by one Mr. Jimmy Johnson called me a dirty wee bastard. The thing I remember most about that day was the fact that we ran rings round the Lisbon Lions because we were young. These guys were all hitting 50, but they could really play football. We could run, but they could play football. And the thing I always remember was two things, apart from the Jimmy Johnson incident, was John Clark, who had quite a belly on him at the time. John Clark could just move with a ball, and it genuinely, it was poetic. Tommy Gemmell, for me, was the biggest surprise, because we thought he'd be running around just battering us like Bart Davy. But the truth is, there was a couple of times John got the ball, and he pinged that thing 30, 40 yards with this uncanny Kieran Tierney type accuracy. It really genuinely was a work of art, watching him play the way he played. And that's the thing I always think of the guys like Tommy Gemmell, is we assume that they were just left backs in the old days and all they could do was hack people down or run up and down the park. But Tommy Gemmell, to my knowledge, is the only defender ever to have scored in 2 European Cup finals. And not only scored, but won us the first time. And we should have won the second one, except we'd underestimated Feyenoord and we were a bit shit. And Billy McNeil fucked up. But that's beside the point. Tommy Gemmell was the man. And most memorably for me was to be reminded that young bucks like us could all run about all we wanted, and we all fancied ourselves as being footballers, and we weren't. None of us were good enough ever. That's why we ended up doing pantomime with Wildcat. There's a reason for that. It's a lack of football skill had a lot to do with it. But on that one day, we got to run around the blue ass flies and boast about the fact that we'd actually rubbed shoulders with greats. But what for me has always been unforgettable is just how great they were, and in particular, Tommy Gemmell. So please give generously.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.